Light RFP is a marketplace for commercial service contracts. We help procurement managers find the best vendor for their contract as quickly and easily as possible. So let's say that I'm a window installer in the New York City area. I might log into Light RFP to see if there's any available jobs. So checking out the marketplace, I see that there's a Brooklyn window installation contract. So let's check it out. After reading the description and then checking out the contract, I would say, okay, this looks like a pretty standard window installation contract. Do I want to bid, let's say $7,000, or would I be willing to sign on the dotted line right now and receive $5,500? So let's say I'm willing to sign now. In that scenario, I would get the contract to sign. And then once the contract's signed, I would get the operational details and all of the compliance details from the other party, like the W-9, the commercial liability insurance, and any relevant certifications. I would also be charged a 5% service fee for Light RFP making the connection. After the job is complete, I would review the other party and continue to do contracts on Light RFP. Now, let's consider me as a procurement manager. In fact, let's say I'm a property manager and I have an annual HVAC contract that I'm looking to get bids for. I could use Light RFP in one of two ways. I could create an auction like the one that we just did, or I can submit my contract to receive bids and then select the final vendor from the group of bids that I receive. So in this scenario, I've set this up as a auction. So I would upload the contract, I would set the starting price, I would set the sign now price, and I can invite any of my current vendors in addition to the vendors from Light RFP's network. I can also select the number of employees I would like for the organization to be able to bid on my contract, and I can set the minimum commercial liability insurance as well. Now, let's say that I posted this contract as a multi-bid contract. So I would post it without any starting price, and I want to receive bids to see where the market clears. And then I'd like to be able to review the references, and I would like to say, okay, maybe this vendor is the lowest bidder, but this other vendor I think might deliver more quality. So let's check out a contract like that. So in that scenario, I would be able to review all of the bid packages for each vendor and then make a value-based judgment. And then once I pick a certain vendor, I would then assign the contract to that vendor, and a similar process would start. The vendor would sign the contract, I would receive all of their certifications and any of their commercial liability insurance details, and then after the work is done, we both would review each other to make sure the Light RFP system is running really smoothly, and we can police the quality of the system going forward. So thank you so much for checking us out, and always feel free to reach out if you have any questions.